All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to get all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here preaching this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. And I ran across this article and it seemed interesting because, we have all of this talk about this new bird flu, that's basically jumping from animal to humans all of a sudden, which we know that they created this so-called disease or virus in a laboratory, and they're using it for the Demi-Dem 2.0, which happened a few years ago. We know what happened during that time, but this is another phase that they're about to bring in, to make more shutdowns and lockdowns like we did last time, like they caused last time, businesses to go out, things to be locked up and shut down, people wearing masks and things like that. And ultimately, where they had it, where people had to take these vaccines, what I'm saying? So, just using certain words because they'll take your video down if you use the actual words. So, what I'm saying? We got to kind of speak in code a little bit, but you understand what I'm saying. But now you have it. They are already, this so-called bird flu thing hasn't even got out of hand yet, but they're predicting that it will, which we know that it's all set up. Like I said, this was created in a laboratory, this for them to say that it jumped from animal to humans. But they are already in the process of making vaccines for this particular virus, you see, which means they already have plans to use this for this next phase, this next shutdown, this next demi-demic, what I'm saying? So this is what they are in the process of doing, because they want to shut everything down. They want to shut down America. They want to, in the process, they want to kill off a lot of people because, like on the Georgia Guidestones, they had it to where they want to bring the population of the earth down to 500 million, you see? So they want to cut half of all human life on earth and make it more manageable to control, you see? So they want to take all people's rights away. They want to bring in some type of chaos to cause, division and shutdowns and things like that, because they want to bring in their new world order, which is a complete digital system, which they will have complete control over everything, every aspect of your life. If you're a part of this new system that they're trying to establish, so they are in the process of creating some type of scenario, some type of event, and this is what they want to use. They want to use pestilences, which are diseases and viruses. They want to use these things to gain control of the people, but this is how they're going to do it, man. They're going to bring out more of these vaccines and kill off more people and shut down more things just so they can bring in their new world order. But it says, as the H5N1 avian flu continues to spread among dairy cows in the United States, nearly 5 million doses of flu vaccine are now being prepared for possible use in humans. Since the outbreak in livestock began this spring, just a few months ago, that they say, bird flu has been confirmed in 3 humans who worked on dairy farms in Texas and Michigan. And health experts are concerned the virus could mutate to the point where it could spread easily among humans, and they're going to make sure that they have created in a laboratory and make it to where it spreads to humans. They're not creating these vaccines for nothing. They're planning on using them, so they're actually creating the vaccines before the actual fucking pestilence. But it says, in response, vaccine maker CSL Sequoias, if I'm saying that right, announced last week that it has been tasked with making the additional doses, the additional doses of flu vaccine at its North Carolina plant. And it says it utilizes a highly scalable method of production and is currently positioned to deliver up to 150 million influenza vaccine doses to support an influenza demi-dem response within 6 months of a demi-dem declaration, the company noted in a news release. And it says the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, maintains the risk to public health as low. We are closely monitoring the situation because we are acutely aware of the threat that influenza virus strains like H5N1 can pose and take seriously our role in preparedness efforts alongside our government and public health partners. So they're making it seem like nothing is, the risk is low, you know, that people don't really have nothing to worry about because they want these people to be caught off guard. They don't want these people to actually be prepared for what's coming because they want people to be in a panic and make rash decisions. But it says global executive director for Demi-Dem at that same place said in the news release, and it says the new vaccine doses combine an antigen that targets the H5 portion of the H5N1 virus with an ingredient designed to boost the immune response triggered by the vaccine. While the production of these new flu vaccine doses is set to be completed later this summer, they may not be ready for use right away, which they will be because they've been working on this because they already had this demi planned already, you see. But it says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has previously approved other vaccines for potential H5N1 demi-dems, including a vaccine by Sequoias, but it isn't certain how soon the FDA may clear use of the new jump shots. But it says if it is determined that the U.S. population needs to be vaccinated to prevent H5N1 influenza, then the FDA will use its regulatory pathways to take the appropriate steps to ensure vaccines are available in the timeliest manner possible. See, they've already been working on this shit, man. So when this next wave of whatever, this next phase to their plan comes, they're going to already have these things ready to roll out and for people to take. But it says it is unclear who would be prioritized for the first jump shots if they are eventually rolled out for the public, CBS reported. A panel of the CDC's outside vaccine advisor is set to meet June 26 to discuss H5N1 alongside its routine votes on seasonal flu vaccines. While the CDC says the risk to the general public remains low, they want to keep people suspicions down. They want to keep their panic low, so when it comes, it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. The agency has warned that workers on dairy farms and in production facilities are at higher risk of infection, and it has urged the industry to take safety precautions. So, not only are shutdowns and things like that that's going to come, a lot of famine is going to come. They're going to use this as an excuse to kill off a lot of farm animals, which is going to cause a shortage in these grocery stores. The latest human case of bird flu in Michigan involved respiratory symptoms for the first time, officials announced Thursday, which could make it easier for the virus to spread from person to person. The two previous patients only experienced eye symptoms. Simply put, someone who's coughing may be more likely to transmit the virus than someone who has an eye infection like conjunctivitis. The CDC's Nareev said Thursday. So maybe this is one of the symptoms, very irritated red eye. That would make it a lot more scary if you can actually see these symptoms on people, which would cause people to panic a lot more. But it says the CDC is now investigating whether the strain that has infected the latest Michigan patient might have developed key mutations that could raise its risk of spread among humans. See, they are already creating a narrative. They are already creating a narrative that this thing has already mutated, and that people are already in danger. But it says the mere fact that this individual displays some respiratory symptoms, again, we should be alert. But in of itself, it is not a cause to change course or suggest that we're in an inflection point, they told reporters. And I think that's the end of the article. But you can see that they're already creating a narrative for this thing that basically hasn't even come yet. They're already creating vaccines for it. So we know that they have something planned for the near future, man. So let's go into this real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's devices. We see what he's doing. We see his plans because he's been exposed through the scripture as being Esau, Edom, the physical counterpart of spiritual demon Satan. Spiritual demons. Esau, Edom is the nation that's known as the wicked on the planet Earth. And the elites of his nation, the top 1%, the ones that basically own the world, they are the ones that are mostly behind everything that's going on. All of these, demi-dems, all these vaccines, all of these shutdowns, because they want to bring the world into oblivion, because they want to establish and build their new world order to have complete control over everyone, and ultimately have them take that RFID chip, which we believe to be the mark of the beast, that the scriptures talk about. So that's the end game, but they want to bring all of these nations to their knees so that they can bow down to this and accept this new world order, this new way of life, which is a digital slave system, complete control over everybody and complete tracking of everybody and monitoring of everybody. You see? So we see what Satan, which the scriptures, you refer to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, as Satan also. But lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. We see what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is doing, man. We see what these elites are doing. We're not ignorant of this fact. But this is Revelation 12:12. And it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So these elites, these so-called white people that's at the top of the pyramid, they know that they only have a short time to be in rulership, because they know the scriptures. If they didn't know who that they were Edomites, and then they didn't know that Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans were Israelites, they wouldn't spend all this amount of money and change history to keep us from knowing who we are so that they can remain in power. They know that they are the wicked of the earth, and they know that their kingdom is about to get ready to get taken from them by who you call Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahushua. He's coming back. He's going to take all these crowns from all of these kingdoms. All of them are going to get stripped of their power, especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, But they only have a short time before their rulership ends. So they're going to try to move fast and move real intense to get their new world order established, because they know that their time to rule on this earth is coming to an end. And that is exactly why it says having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. You see? So these elites, they know the scriptures, and they know that they don't have long to, usher in and establish their new world order and make everyone bow down and take that mark of the beast, which we believe to be the RFID chip. They know that they don't have long to make moves to do that. So we're coming into some real dire and chaotic times that they're trying to establish their new world order. So they're going to be really cutthroat, and they're going to move with a lot of wrath to get this thing established. So, we can just make this can be just a update video, on the things that's to come, so, hey, let's just keep an eye open and pray, what I'm saying, and stay aware of these things that's going on. Don't be ignorant of the times that we're in. So with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.